Democrats don't have sincere policy plans. They have wacky ideas that they adhere to because you're supposed to, and that's it. They don't want to deviate from those lines. I think liberals all tend to have, don't get me wrong, conservatives have some of this too, but liberals tend to have a degree, like your degree of how far left you are is where you draw the line on what is acceptable socially. So far left doesn't mean you're a socialist anymore. Probably does correlate. It just means that you buy into everything the left offers. Then you have like the moderate left, and it's like, well, you're not going as far as some of these leftists, but you still don't like Trump. And then you're liberal if you can disagree with all those things, but you still hate Trump no matter what. You won't recognize when the media lied to you. You have to hate Trump. And you can agree on everything else. You can call woke bad, but you're going to be a liberal. That means you have to hate Trump. And then you're conservative. You just disagree. And so as long as that's the case, that means regular run-of-the-mill guys who are like, I don't really care that much about Trump at all. They're like, well, then you're conservative. It's like, okay, I guess. The problem with Democrats is not how they're talking. It's that they're basically saying to young men, do you like Trump? And they go, don't really know much about him. You're a white supremacist. And they're like, okay, bye.
I think it's if you don't adhere to all of their ideological perspectives, then you're othered immediately. So if you're pro-choice, you are not welcome in Democrat circles. If you're anti-immigration, if you want to build the wall, then you're not welcome in any of these circles. If you don't believe in Medicare for all, you're not welcome in these circles. And increasingly, if you're not a socialist or a communist, you're not welcome in these circles. And you have to virtue signal to those people. And within the party, those people will purity test and ostracize you because that's where the base is. I think there's a white pill way to read into this, and it's that after decades of demonizing young white men, the Democrats are finally deciding that it's not a winning strategy, and they're working to refocus outreach to them. So I think this may indeed be a sign of a white boy summer to come.
Well, I actually think the Democrat strategy was white people don't have kids, so don't bet on them for the future. Bet on, so they were probably looking at a combination of racial in-group preference, except for white liberals with a racial out-group preference. And they said, how do we build a coalition? We're going to need something that brings together all races and white liberals. And that's why you end up with DEI. They're trying to unify all of these groups under one umbrella. Then they basically say, we will take your job from you. We will destroy your life unless you agree with every aspect of this psychotic ideology, which is a big tent that it's they're jamming puzzle pieces into spaces they don't fit. The right is just like, you guys want to hang out and debate? And they're like, sure. I don't agree with you. That's cool. I don't agree with you. Well, what should we do? That's the right. Largely, not completely.
It's become more big tent, I feel.
Well, I mean, yeah, but the thing is, that's because the left is so exclusive, right? The left kicks everyone out that doesn't agree. Again, this is something that we talked about a lot of times, but the reason that Donald Trump is in the Republican Party is because he used to be a Democrat, and now he wouldn't be welcome in the Democrat Party. Same thing with JFK. Same thing with Tulsi Gabbard. Same thing with, down the line. There's many, 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 many people that you can name in public life in the administration that used to be Democrat and have just normal person opinions. But because they don't believe things like, men can become women, they're excommunicated from the Democrat Party. That's why the MAGA big tent is what it is. That's why we have the people that are, pro-choice as well as people that are pro-life under the MAGA tent, because it's a big tent, party.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.